busy in Miss Daisy's kitchen, but never more than during the holiday season. Daisy King's here with us. You've stopped working for just a second to show us some fabulous side dishes.
Stopped working, turned all the noise machines off, and we're ready to go. So instead of just one dressing for this holiday season, we're making 3 different dressings.
Yeah.
So let me kind of walk through them with you, and then we'll do one on right here at first hand. Traditional dressing, cornbread, like grandmother's that you've always made all your life, with homemade biscuits in it and celery and onion and chicken broth and some spices. And then for the people who like a stuffing, like you, I heard,
Right.
This is a rustic sourdough dressing that is filled with bacon, jalapeno peppers, and eggs and chicken broth and some other spices and herbs.
That sounds delicious.
And then our oyster dressing. And I'm real excited over it because this begins the month for oysters. Remember, ER.
Right.
And if you can't find fresh oysters where you live, you can buy canned oysters, and they work just as well when it's mixed in. But we did find canned oysters here in Nashville.
Okay. I have never had oyster dressing,
Oh
so
my
I'm anxious to try
it
this.
is so good.
Is it really?
If I don't do an oyster dressing during the holidays, I will do an oyster casserole.
Oh, that
And
sounds
we
yummy.
do that for special order for a lot of people.
Cool. Okay.
All right,
so
let's get started.
All right.
A lot of chopping, and you can see a big bowl. And this, you'll need a big bowl at your home if you do it, but you're going to serve 12 or 15 people
Sure.
with this.
Okay.
All right, I started out and I sauteed a half a pound of sausage with sage in it. And then I removed it from the pan, and in the grease, in the fat, I sauteed 2 cups of onion, a cup of green pepper, and a half a cup of celery.
Okay.
And after I've done that, I'm going to add some spices, and I'm going to start out with a tablespoon of sage, and if you'll stir that,
I sure will.
and a teaspoon of kosher salt, or you can just use regular salt, and 1/4 of a teaspoon of hot sauce, and that makes it really good, and of course, 1/4 of a teaspoon of black pepper.
So this
And
almost
then-
feels like a Cajun recipe.
It does, and then we're going to add back the sauteed sausage that I did earlier.
So you started with bulk sausage rather than
Bulk
wings.
sausage.
Okay.
Oh yes, but then, you know, if you can only find links, it's fun because it's going to all be
All
mixed.
right.
So
And this
now-
is going in here?
Not quite.
Oh, okay.
yet. We're going
Getting ahead of myself.
That's all right. We're going to mix the liquid part of it.
Okay.
So I believe on your side you have 2 eggs that I have already beaten. Add this.
Okay. In here?
All
right.
And 2 cups of chicken broth. And of course, here at the market, you know, we cook so much chicken. We have lots of chicken broth.
bet
If
you
anybody
do.
ever wants some, just call me and we'll be glad to share it with you. And our 10 cups of corn light bread. And Meryl, we make our cornbread here at the market, and it's a corn light bread from my little yellow cookbook. And it's so easy to
I've
do.
made that recipe so many times.
It has a little sweet taste to it. So that is your basic dressing. Then we're going to add back the sausage and onion mixture. I'll add that in right there. And you keep stirring. And then our finale is we're going to dress it with oysters. And these are beautiful raw oysters, uncooked. And the recipe does not say to chop them, to leave them whole. But if you, because these are so large, if you wanted to chop them, you could. And
Boy,
that's
that'll
it.
be a nice surprise for somebody if they can get a
And
great
you're
big old
gonna,
oyster on the plate.
Pour this into about a 3-quart casserole that's been greased. Bake it in a 350-degree oven for about 40 minutes. And oh my, it is so good.
It sounds wonderful. All right, shall we dump this in?
We'll dump that in and bake it, as I said, at 350 for about 40 minutes. Right there. I know our space.
I need some of your kitchen helpers here, I think.
I know. Well, we help each other here. That's what
Here
we
we
do.
go.
Somebody will say,
How we doing?
hold this, hold this. You're great. You're great. I think our audience gets the idea. So that's just an, and an
Might have
oyster
needed a
landed
little
on
bigger
top.
piece. That's perfect.
That's all right.
All right, so we're baking this again how long?
We're going to bake it at 350 for about 40 minutes.
That looks
and you're
wonderful.
ready.
So you got 3 different choices, and we're going to offer you all 3 recipes too. So whatever
Yes.
you like at your house, whether you like dressing, stuffing, or oyster dressing. I can't wait to try that, Daisy.
And we make gravy as well.
Nice.
Yes, yes. Well, you all enjoy this by view at the studio today because I'm here in the kitchen cooking. I wish I
know.
could be with you, but I will another time.
It is a busy time of year for you, I know.
Oh, yes.
Come on
Oh,
out and see
yes.
Daisy at Grassland Market out here in Franklin. She'd love to see you, I know, out here. And you can go to our website to get all of these fantastic recipes. Thanks so much. Happy holidays.
Same to you.
Appreciate it.
Glad you came out.